Everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to go to my local CEX to see if I can find any games that are on my list, and also later on in this video I'm going to go to Weymouth as well, so make sure to stick around and see what I got from that as well. But yeah. This is the original Xbox section they did have in my local CEX. They had quite a wide variety there, and I did pick up one game from this section. Now at the PS2 section in my local CEX, they did have quite a wide variety here. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much that I really needed to pick up from here, but it's nice to see that there's not a lot of front-facing like there normally is, and I think they definitely had a restock recently. Now at the PS3 section in the store, they didn't have a lot here, but they have another section, so let's go and check that out. At the other side of the PS3 section, they have quite a lot of front-facing on this side, more than the other one, and there wasn't really anything there that I wanted to pick up, but yeah. See from the clip from my local CEX, there wasn't too much of a difference from where I went there like about 12 days ago or so. So it wasn't too much, but there was one game I did find that was on my list to pick up, and I'm glad they did have it. Fortunately, it didn't have a manual, but better luck, I have better luck next time when I need it on the other console I want it for, and that game is Backyard Wrestling. Do not try this at home. Now, I used to play this a lot on the original Xbox. It's one of my childhood games, which is insane to say, but for £4, not too bad. I'll put up here where else you can pick it up. I think it's just on PS2 and original Xbox, but yeah, £4, not too bad. And then there's the back. Has some ECW characters in there as well, and also if you've ever watched like early wrestling, they have some of the early wrestlers on there as well. But yeah, for £4, not too bad. It didn't come with a manual, as I said, but the disc is in pristine condition, which is really nice to see considering how old this game actually is. But yeah, £4, not a bad deal, and that's my pickup that I got from my local CEX. And then I'll cut to where I get to Weymouth. This is outside of Waymouth CEX. It did have quite a lot of nice games out of the Spyro games there as well. I was very tempted to pick them up, but let's go inside. This is the PS2 section you did have in Waymouth CEX. They had quite a lot of wide variety. There's no front facing, which is nice to see, and I did pick up one game from there. This is now the PS3 section you did have in the store. A lot of common titles, but there was nothing really that I really wanted to pick up. Yeah, this is now the 360 section you did have in store. They did have quite a lot of stuff here. I did pick up a game from this section, which I'll show later on in the video. But they did have quite a wide variety, but there was mostly common titles. As you can see from that clip there, from Weymouth, they had quite a lot of stuff there. Not a lot that I did want, but they did have the stuff I was going in there to get, so I'm really happy I did get that. So I picked up several things. I picked up 3 games, and I picked up 1 Blu-ray, and these are what I picked up. So the first one I picked up, I'll show you the Blu-ray that I picked up. I've been looking for this for a while. Not a very rare one, but it's a film I generally enjoy, and that is Deep Blue Sea. I picked up for £3. If you don't know already, I do collect Blu-rays and trying to get a load of Blu-rays to have a full collection of films. But yeah, for £3, not a bad deal. I'm not going to go into it too much. It has Samuel L. Jackson in it, and he's in it for like maybe 20 minutes of that film. But yeah, worth a watch if you've not watched it already. But that's the film I did pick up. Then the rest of these are games that I got from Waymouth CEX. I'll start off with what I got for the PS2. So I got a PS2, a PS3, and Xbox 360 game. So as I said, I'll start off with the PS2 game, and that PS2 game is SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. One of my favourite wrestling games of all time. Let me know down in the comments what yours is, because I'm very interested. But yeah, mine has to be 2006, SmackDown vs. Raw. The other one is like probably 2008 ECW with ECW. We had the Undertaker on the front, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, not bad cover. I do like Batista and John Cena cover art there. It looks very good. This is a replacement because I do have the Platinum version. If you don't know what Platinum is, basically this bit here is grey and it doesn't look as good on the shelf. I don't know if you're able to see it, but yeah, I picked this up as a replacement basically because I didn't want the Platinum version. So for £3, can't go too wrong, and it is fully complete, unlike my other copy, which isn't complete, which is nice to see. But yeah, that's what I picked up for the PS2. I'll also put up where else you can get it on the PS2, or where else you can get it anywhere else. But yeah, for £3, not a bad deal. £3.50, may I say. Then the second game that I did pick up is a game I've been looking for a while. I don't know why. It's a very cheap game. It's not a very expensive game by any means. But when it comes down to a game I generally like playing when I was younger, this has to be up there. And that is MX vs ATV Alive. Now, I used to play a lot of this. I'm pretty sure I've really platinumed this game back in the day. But for £2.50, not bad. If you like motocross games and sort of like the open world sort of aspect of it, definitely worth picking this up. It's good fun, and for £2.50 can't go too wrong. There is the back, as you can see there. This is complete with manual and a lovely looking disc. It's really rare to come across manuals in like games at like below a certain price, but For £2.50, not a bad deal. I also put up where else you can get this game. Should be up here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's on 360 and maybe on some other stuff. But yeah, for £2.50, not a bad deal. And it will go into the PS3 collection, which is behind me there. Now, the last game that I picked up, and if you stuck around, this is a special edition version of this game, so that does mean it is a steelbook. And this steelbook I have been looking for roughly about 8-9 months. I didn't want to pay like 40 quid for this game, £40, sorry, but I found it, and I only paid £6 for it. And if you know what this is, it's on the 360, and this is Devil May Cry 4 steelbook. Now, this is a very clean looking steelbook. I want to get all the Devil May Cry like steelbooks or special editions as possible, but for £6, as you can see right there, £6 I paid for this. This normally goes on eBay for about 35 to 40, but there's the, without the cover on it, says less glare, and then obviously the back. It's a really nice steelbook, and for £6 you can't go too wrong. It also did come with an art manual, which if I can get it out, it did come with an art manual, which I'll show in a clip now. This is the art book that did come with the Devil May Cry steelbook. As you can see, it has some really nice artwork in there, and sort of concept art of the game sort of design. You've got a lady there, you've got Agnes there. Some really nice art stuff in here, concept art, if you really like that sort of stuff. Which I do like this sort of stuff, and how they sort of come up with the designs. Some of them are really cool, like you got like the designs of like certain levels and stuff like that. But yeah, that is sort of the art book there. As I said, this is my like that sort of stuff and the weapon design. But yeah, that's all the art stuff. Yeah, that's the art manual they did have, which is really nice. It just gives you an in-depth of like how they like designed the game and stuff. It's really good. It also did come with a lovely looking pristine manual. Basically, no one's touched this, basically. There's hardly any scratches on this steelbook. And obviously, you've got the disc itself and the amazing back artwork of this steelbook, which is really nice. But yeah, for £6, not a bad deal. I think it's a really good deal, personally. It's a game I've been looking for a while for a steelbook. I do have it already on the 360, but I did want the steelbook version as well, because I generally do like Devil May Cry. Let me know in the comments what your favourite game that was I did pick up, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all the games I did pick up. But yeah, if you did get to the end of this video, I'd much appreciate it if you like this video and also subscribe to the channel, because we are super close to that 500 subscriber mile goal of mine. But yeah, that's all I picked up, and yeah, stay awesome, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.